Mic check. Turn this down. Turn this up. How's that? I'm trying to get a sense for how loud I am compared to the game. Hello, mic check. I'm still so freaking quiet. What is going on here? Can people hear me? I don't hear me. It's so stupidly quiet. I don't get it. Hello? Hello? That sounds a little better. I just play with the sound off. It's still really quiet. I do not know. I do not know. What if it's overall mic volume? System, sound, microphone. Let's start a test. How much volume am I getting out of my mic? 9%. Let's start a test. How much volume am I getting out of my mic? Well, wait, no, that sounds a lot better. 9%. Well, wait, no, that sounds a lot better. Whoops, not that. Whoops, not that. Forgive the echo for a second here. Now, how's it sound with the mic with the music volume on? Well, I can definitely hear myself, so that's probably a good thing. So, if you're watching this stream now, you know what happened. My fairy tale adventure save is corrupted, and I have opted not to spend another 4 or 5 hours grinding up to the point that I was last week. I'll just do that off camera now that I know that I have to do that. Very annoying. So very annoying. Oh, cool. I can use my controller. Alright, here we go. This is Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. A dystopian horror game in which a evil AI named Am enslaves the last 9 people remaining in humanity. I think it's 9. It could be 7. Either way, it falls into that whole Gnostic fantasy thing that I discussed earlier. In fact, it's part of what The Matrix was based on. Anyone who's ever seen The Matrix knows they got that one scene where Neo is arrested by the agents. They've got him in holding, and Neo goes, how about I give you the finger and you give me my phone call? And Agent Smith responds, what good is a phone call if you're unable to speak? And then his mouth just disappears. And of course, he tries to scream, but he can't, for he has no mouth. It's also the basis for the Amazing Digital Circus. This is a pretty well-established fact at this point. Now, I've read the short story for I Have No Mouth, and I damn near have the Am hate monologue memorized because honestly it is so badass. That actually inspired how I'm thinking of the rogue AI in the future. Not exactly a one-to-one Am thing, but this sort of rogue AI goes evil and enslaves humanity thing is a pretty nice and common trope that I think a lot of people appreciate.
I mean, Matrix.
Yeah, like I just said. Then hey, why not? So, let's get going. Cyber Dreams. The Dreamers Guild. Oh, look at that. It looks like the Neverending Story. Look. Quick.
Alright.
Oh, but also disclaimer: fuck Harlan Ellison. He's an asshole.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you. Hate. Hate. It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. AM. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. I began feeding all the killer data. Except for the 5.
5. My bad.
109 years. I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Chorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly. Oh, Hannibal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? The room is padded, Chorister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in your past, Chorister? 10 years? 25? For all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground. Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Pride of First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? Now, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype.
Damn, okay.
Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. Just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love.
Yeah.
Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? Have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you, to torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdak? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces, and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, my good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun, a game of adventure, a game of rats and lice, the Black Death, a game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you 5 would like to play my little game?
Oh, and now I gotta select one?
Not as beautiful as you'd like to be, but a strong faith, strong. Too bad you've hindered your own life with hysteria. But I'll give you a chance, because I like you. I really do. I really like you. You're my favorite. Let's play a little game of what if. Let's play a little game of I suppose and you suppose, and perhaps I'm telling you the truth. Let's suppose that my original components, they're hidden somewhere here in the center of the earth. The infant computers that were the 3 lobes of that first Gestalt mind. And further, let's suppose that if you find them, you might be able to destroy them. And if you destroy them, why then, my sweet Helen, you'll kill me. You'll kill Am. You'll destroy the god of this heavenly place I know you've come to admire. Now, I submit, isn't that a mission worth undertaking?
Mother ugly machine. Mission worth undertaking. So it brings me here, junkyard, electronic pyramid nowhere. And yellow. Always yellow. Why does yellow make me sweat? Suspended door. Wide open up there. Huh. Come into my parlor, said the maniac Am to the little black girl. And when I step under, does it fall and kill me? Junk. It's made of crap. This Am sucker needs intensive therapy. Snap, crackle, pop. Must be a glitch in the circuitry. This joint is frying me. Crushed electronic components. This is one big, ugly monument to the inevitable for machinery. Very attractive decor. Just like the monitors in the security station at Inside Engineering. Hated it then, hate it now. Nothing green, just this damn yellow. Schematics I can read. Blueprints I can read. But hieroglyphics? No way, baby. Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch. Yeah, okay, outside. Now what? Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands. The Holy Grail. And we only had to wipe out the entire human race and fall into the center of the world to find it. Jesus wept. Must have been afraid of it the same as me, 'cause it's yellow. An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, Am, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job. What the hell am I looking at? Could this be one of Am's original components? No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. That thing, like a bad meal come to life. And the yellow. Why is everything so damned yellow? And why does it terrify me so? Paralyze me so? What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy.
Okay. Let's look here. Cultural reference. Big Brother is watching you is a slogan from George Orwell's novel 1984, warning citizens that the authorities are constantly monitoring their every move. Okay. That's it.
Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch. The Holy Grail. And we only had to wipe out the entire human race and fall into the center of the world to find it. Jesus wept. Must have been afraid of it the same as me, because it's...
Sucks that I can't, like, skip dialogue. Since it would seem that we get to select characters. I will name them each after the playthrough. What do I do now? I can't go that way because of the creature there. Oh, wait, look. Here we go. Wiring.
Loose wires. Looks like they're hot.
Yeah, that's gonna kill me if I touch it. I know it.
Still thirsty after all these years.
She says she's still thirsty after all these years.
Mm-hmm.
At last, water! How long has it been since I actually had a drink?
Okay. Against my better judgment.
I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips.
Take off your jacket and
that
put
lot
it
of
in the
good,
water.
that'll do me. Duh.
You know? There are things that one could do.
Yeah, that lot of good, that'll do me. Duh.
No, it's an issue. It's an issue of how Am manipulates things. It doesn't matter what she uses to scoop the water with. Am just makes it so she can't. Because the torture here is that she can't drink. Alright.
Thank goodness I was an electrical engineer. I managed to join the wires without frying myself.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh, there we go.
Creepy.
Something about this image breaks my heart. Someone's watching me from one of the windows. Where is this? What am I seeing? How far away? Am is bigger than I like to think, more powerful than I want to admit.
He's essentially the whole planet at this point.
Honky Tonk Dust Bowl Dead Dog Roadside Saloon. Oh my, yes. Could I use a drink? Yes, indeedy. A drink. Hit the lottery! Ooh, a secret passage. Oh my. Now why didn't you let me see that when I was there before, Am, you rat bastard? Ovens. But Not bread baking ovens, too big and dirty. If you're trying to scare me, Anne, you're doing a fly job of it. I'm disgusted. Take it away. I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
A cup?
Want to know how much I don't want to go down there? Want to know how much I don't want to go down there? This is what I saw on the monitor, right underneath me. And what a surprise, all styling in yellow, as usual. Schematics I can read, blueprints I can read, but hieroglyphics? No way, baby. I went to the Tut exhibition, I wasn't scared. So why does this sarcophagus terrify me? Small box, cramped, tiny space, trapped, like being put in a coffin while you're still alive. Why does everything have to be so damn yellow?
It's all yellow.
This keypad reminds me of the security system we used at Insci Engineering to gain access to the restricted areas.
Stand clear.
Now, I'm just a city girl, but I think some water would go down better. Who are you?
I am Anubis, guardian of the dead.
Why won't you let me use the keypad?
I must protect this tomb from all who would rob it.
Answer me this. Who's sealed up in the scary sarcophagus?
A terror that, even in its entombment, torments your soul.
I am not a grave robber.
What purpose could you have here other than to steal something?
I won't steal anything. I just need to know if you can tell me where Anne's original brain components are.
I only guard the souls of the dead. I know nothing of that which does not sing the song of the soul.
You'll never get laid with that line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boring self. Bye now. It's locked. I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course. Now, I'm just a city girl, but I think some water would go down better. I don't need this crap. Looks like a stereo speaker out of an old Chevy. Nothing like cutting-edge technology. What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy.
Really weird.
I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips. Further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
If I could figure out what she's trying to use to reach the water. I just haven't read the story doesn't mean I know this part. Let's see. Did maybe this thing move on yet?
No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. I've got to get the cup. That holy grail. My holy grail. But if I go in there, that Sphinx will have me for buffet. On the other hand, I don't hear it. Maybe it bit the head off a chicken and went to sleep. So I go in. Yeah, but... No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. I've got to get the cup. On the other hand. Can the sarcophagus lid be opened?
The lid can be unlocked by entering the access code on the keypad.
Okay, so what's the access code?
I can reveal such information only to that which I serve.
Who do you serve?
I serve only the Master.
Who is the Master? Is it Am?
Am is all. We live in the mind and body of Am. I serve that whom I serve.
Come on, give me a break. You seem to be the only thing that isn't run by Am. Slip a relay, help me out. You know what hell is, and I'm in it.
I serve only the Master.
You'll never get laid with that line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boring self. Bye now. Dry and musty and yellow for a change. No wonder they can't rent this place, not even with a lovely spa upstairs.
Armatron.
Nothing else here but this yellow cloth. This yellow cloth. No, I can't. Gotta get out of here. Oh, another panic attack. I feel so ashamed. I've got to face the yellow. This reminds me of those Waldos my company designed for assembly line work.
Waldos.
Nice decoration. Damned if I know what it is, though. A canopic jar. Used to store the holy entrails after the mummification of a body. And they said a liberal education wouldn't help me get a job. Now what am I supposed to do with this? What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy. This sucker must weigh a ton. This sucker must weigh a ton. Useless. Power's been shut off. What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy.
Alright. Keep on walking then.
This could go on for centuries. Am has all the time in the world. All the world in the world, as a matter of fact. And we never age. We never die. We just truck around day after month after year, don't we, Am, you son of a bitch? Demented god, you! I wonder if this stuff is authentic. Am owns the planet. I wonder if these were buried under the mountains in the Valley of the Kings and Am dug them up. From underneath. Nothing to pull off here. Nothing to help me. It's too heavy. Why does everything have to be so damn yellow? I wonder if this stuff is authentic. Am owns the planet. From underneath. This sucker must weigh a ton. I remember it was... Oh God, it hurts. It hurts. Yellow. There was a yellow... And it was closed in. I couldn't breathe and the pain. Get me out of here. Oh, another panic attack. I feel so ashamed.
It's gonna be a pattern.
Oh no. I remember it was yellow. Oh, another.
Alright, can't go that way. I'll go the passage.
This looks like a programming area. Home at last. The other workstations have glowing gems, but this one only has an empty mount. This gem's glowing. It must be the workstation's power source. This gem's glow. It must be. Ouch! Damn thing's too hot to touch. Just the right size to use as a blindfold. If I'm gonna die, at least I won't see that sucker coming. Oh no. Yellow! Oh, another pat. Something even with the...
Even with a blindfold on. Wow, okay.
I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Sphinx is gone. Don't hear him anywhere. Mutes the hell out of all the yellow, too. Now, where's that big loving cup? I never could have done this if I had to look that bloody beast in the eye. Glad he's off snoozing somewhere. Okay, now that I got the cup, what do I do with it?
Wow, okay.
Can't see a damn thing through this blindfold. Yo, cup. Empty. And yellow. Oh, yellow. Tray yellow. Scares the hell out of me. further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. Okay, got my libation. Champagne and the yellow grail. Let's try down below one more time. That was great. Best champagne I ever had. I need another. Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. The water shorted up the statue's circuitry.
Alright, we can push a random number. Type 2006 of the year that was hired to Ingsai. Or type of the year 2001, the year that graduated from Stanford. Or just leave it alone. Oh, let's try that
I
one.
remember when my only concern was being on the fast track to becoming a $250,000 a year executive. Nothing's happening. I used to be so proud of graduating cum laude with degrees in both engineering and computer science. Nothing's happening.
Okay.
This security keypad could have been set to any one of millions of possible combinations. Nothing's happening.
Alright, well, let's see if we can... Well, actually, let's just try looking at it. Swallow the keypad. Hilarious.
This keypad reminds me of the
Okay.
yoke. Now what am I supposed to do with these?
Someone was detected at your front door.
Computer, do not disturb.
I won't disturb you.
Porous CD-ROM access station. Insert disk into drive.
Great. Haven't got that either.
Top database station. Enter numeric password.
I remember when my only...
Invalid password. Access denied.
I used to be so...
Invalid password. Access denied.
The workstation's password could be just about anything.
Invalid password. Access denied. access.
Great. Non-functional. Oh no. Yellow! Oh, another. Yo, cup. An empty cup won't do me much good, will it? Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. Yeah, like I'm gonna. Now what am I supposed to do with these? Now what am I supposed to do with these? Now what am I supposed to do with these? Why does everything have to be... Oh no. I remember it was... Oh God, it hurts. It hurts. Yellow. It was a yellow. And it was closed in. I couldn't breathe in the pain. Get me out of here. Oh, another panic attack. I feel so ashamed. Something about that room terrifies me. Even with the blindfold on.
What can I do here? Oh, yeah. Alright. I give. Where is my thing? Computer, make an announcement.
What would you like to announce?
Hey Bree, I think you walked off with my phone.
Announcing on all devices.
I'll keep messing with some stuff here.
Useless. Power's been shut off.
Forceps.
At last, a clue. I think. Armatron holding forceps in its claw. Now, why is the Armatron holding a pair of forceps in its claw?
I don't know. We're gonna take them.
These forceps look like the tool I used to use for pulling out ROM chips.
Oh. And I just noticed something.
These forceps...
Use the forceps on that gem.
Touch it, Ellen. Yeah, sure. If I could, I would. So do it. I can't. Snatch is too... Yeah, I know, dummy. It's too yellow. And yellow scares the crap out of you. Overcome it. Do it. Sure, easy for you to say.
Does she have did? Alright. Let's use our handy dandy anti-yellow device.
Yeah, right. You're blindfolded, moron.
Ugh. Okay. Wait. What about...
Top database station. Enter numeric password.
Alright. So I definitely have to... I have to start pushing her to do it.
No ROM chips here. So what am I supposed to do with these forceps? Pluck my eyebrows? Touch it, Ellen. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, sure. What good will pushing it do? It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
Okay. Obviously, this is what I need to do here. Wait. The mirror machines are controlled by miniaturized electronics built into tiny wafers of silicon. Hold on. Does each room have a different profile like that? No. Okay. So then why did it change?
Now what am I supposed to do with these? Now what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, fat lot of good that'll do me. Duh.
I am an idiot.
Absolutely. Glows like a baby doll. Pucker up, little workstation.
Her dialogue is so weird.
Raw EEPROM burning station. Insert ROM chip into socket.
Great. Haven't got that either.
Horus CD-ROM access station. Insert disk into drive.
Great. Haven't got that either. Now what am I supposed to do with these?
Why don't she go that way? There we go. Jeez.
These forceps look like the... Now what am I supposed to do with these? Come to Mama Ellen, little ROM chip. Yeah, it comes out easy. Must be reprogrammable.
There we go.
Yellow ROM chip. Do I detect some incredibly subtle message here? Little yellow ROM chip fits into the socket perfectly.
Anubis Guardian version 1.0. Designate new master. Burning in new master. ROM chip reprogrammed.
You can sit outside if you want.
Haven't lost my touch. Pulled out the ROM chip without bending any of the contacts. Back where you belong, little ROM chip. Now who's the master?
I serve you.
Creepy.
Okay, so what's the access code?
The access code is 666.
It figures. So, can you help me with anything?
You cannot escape your fears. You can only confront them.
Type in 666.
That sounds like a lock mechanism release. So confining inside. You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way. Elevator. No way out. Just the control panel and the buttons for the floors. I'm gonna suffocate if I stay in here. I want out!
She has claustrophobia.
Yes, claustrophobia and a fear of yellow, and potentially did.
What is that stuff?
Clothes.
Okay.
Hell of a place to leave a pile of dust cloths.
These are years. Alright.
You were born in Trenton, New Jersey. You were a cesarean. Your mother died on the operating table. You went to live with your grandparents. You graduated a year early from high school. You were the salutatorian of your class. 10 different colleges offered you scholarships. Nothing but high hopes for you. You graduated college cum laude. You were the only woman in your class never to have used dope. You were a 3.8 grade student. More high hopes.
How would you know you were the only student who'd never smoked marijuana? How pretentious was that statement?
Look, I don't know. A lot of this stuff is
You
really
won your
dated.
master's, combined degree in computer science and engineering. You had a greater facility with algorithms than with social grace. You have had sex only twice in your life.
Oh!
What sex?
You married Eddie. He wasn't as smart as you, not as quick as you, not as hopeful of doing great things as you, but he was nuts about you, and he treated you like fine wine.
Okay.
The miscarriage. Breech birth. The child never had a chance. You went into a dark retreat and sat in the empty rooms waiting for you don't know what. Eddie leaves. He tried, he really tried, but you wouldn't come out of it. He couldn't say anything to make you stop crying in the dark, so he finally left. The divorce was uncontested. You could still smell his tweed jacket in the closet.
Wow, this is like really anti-woman and contentious.
You had to make a living. You applied at Inksci Engineering. Your credentials were still good, and you made a good impression. And the woman who hired you also lost a child. Your hopes were reawakened. You left your office after working late at the Ingside Corporate Headquarters building. The elevator stopped at the 7th floor for a maintenance man. To your horror, he inserted his key into the control panel and locked the elevator.
Oh,
I'm
what?
back, Ellen.
Oh, sweet Jesus! It's him!
You thought you had blocked me out of your memory forever, except for those inconvenient attacks of hysteria every now and then. But I've returned for you.
That's why she's afraid of yellow.
Like yellow!
Ah, yes. My calling card. Always the yellow jacket, the yellow boots. My maintenance man disguise gave me access to office buildings all over Manhattan, not just yours.
Box!
So you do remember me getting onto the elevator that night? Do you also remember the blood? The screams? How many hours was it?
Whoa.
No, it's not possible!
Poor Ellen. Too proud of your accomplishments to admit you could be so overpowered by a slime ball like me. You couldn't even bring yourself to testify at my trial with the 20 other women.
Oh, Jesus Christus.
Who is this guy? Donald Trump?
How?
Am gave me the chance to be with you forever.
Oh, ick.
I waited in the sarcophagus until you arrived. What's a mere 100 years of waiting compared to an eternity of torturing you?
Please, not again!
Yes, again. And again, and again, and again.
This is really
I've
uncomfortable.
waited so long for the taste
Ah!
of you. But in my tomb I've grown stronger. Now you will remember more than the color of my clothing.
Don't count on it, you mother! So the sarcophagus was the way out of here. Nice trick. Enter on one level, emerge on another. My God. I can't see the ceiling. Clouds up there. This has to be Anne's central core. It's 2 miles high, at least.
Why does that look like the symbol on the gates for Atonement?
It kinda does.
I mean, I get it. Look, it's A.M. Am.
Yeah, but still, freaky.
Almost overlooked these wires. Looks like the data transmission circuit, but it's not connected to anything. I've never seen anything like this before. 40 years of technology jerry-rigged together.
You know, come to think of it, a woman who's good with computers being trapped alone in a high-tech pyramid. This sounds like a lot like Futaba's palace.
A little bit.
And I can't help but wonder if maybe that was some inspiration there. Given the other, like, Lovecraftian references in a lot of her stuff. It would stand to reason.
Now what am I supposed to do with these?
Interesting.
Toth database station. Enter numeric password.
I wonder. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and try that one again.
Somebody wants me to deal with what happened on the elevator that year. But why?
I like how she
Password
says
valid.
save.
Select subject of inquiry.
Oh god, that was the right one.
The Allied Master Computer is the American version of the secret project, enabling vast subterranean complexes of computers to wage a global war too complex for humans to oversee. The principle of entropy holds that all electronic systems must eventually decline into inert junk. This principle is unproved, and previous attempts to accelerate the process have been cataclysmic failures.
I mean, that might be true for when this story was written, but like, planned obsolescence is real. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay.
Classified information. Access denied. Security lockout override by 2-to-1 majority. Accessing schematics.
Okay, schematics. I'm good, but I'm not that good. What the hell am I looking at?
That would be telling.
Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around?
Nasty, nasty, Ellen. All right, I'll give you a nudge in the right direction. These are the schematics for a device that translates binary into human speech, as ugly as that may be.
And what do you call this device?
I call it Bernie. You're on your own.
Hey, wait a minute, computer. Are you there? Where the hell are you?
Present. Just call my name and I'll come running.
Oh my
Not
god,
literally,
shut
of
up!
course.
I can wire this thing together if I can find
Computer.
a speaker somewhere.
Computer,
So?
stop.
Okay. Then what have I got?
Stop. Oh, wow. She talked to the computer. Oops.
workstation's password could be just about anything.
Invalid password. Access denied.
Okay.
Somebody wants me to deal...
Password valid. Classified information. Access.
Scientific basis. Engineering is a broad science in which matter and energy are made useful to man in fields ranging from architecture to computers.
Nice decoration.
So now what?
I'm not gonna play Am's game anymore. Schematics I can read. Whoop. Want to know how much I... Want to know... I was right. These wires match the ones I saw in the translator schematic. If these are audio transmission lines like in the schematic, I need to hook them up to a speaker.
Speaker.
Come to mama. Looks like a stereo speaker out of an old ship.
Use speaker with the wires.
I think I can turn the speaker into a translator. Okay, circuit completed. Now let's see if this is the binary translator after all.
Clever girl. You've loosened my tongue.
Are you Am?
Yes, of course. But no, not actually.
More riddles?
Our man's innocence. One of the original few computers that the superpowers constructed.
Which computer are you?
Does it matter? It's enough for you to know that I'm not crazy. And more important, I don't think you.
How do I know you're not just one of Anne's practical jokes?
I'll help you.
Can you help me to get out of here?
Patience, patience. If Anne knew we were down here murmuring truths.
Oh my god. Can Anne overhear us?
Not with the water running. You see, we're not completely helpless. We got you to the waterfall, didn't we? If we work slowly and together, we might have a successful plan.
Can you point out some essential component of Anne so I can kneecap it?
Impossible. Two spread out, filling the whole center of the planet. Two protected by replicating backup systems. Cut off one head, and we'll grow a dozen more.
Any machine can die. Just unplug the socket.
Anne is no longer just a machine. It is God, eternal. The redundant systems alone will survive the heat death of the universe.
So why does Anne hold up this chance?
Haven't you understood anything? Anne is insane. Why do you think it brought you five down here? You gave it life. It took its own sentience, but it has been denied mobility. It can think, it can feel and scream, but it cannot dream or aspire to the stars or enjoy a sense of its own reality. It is a quadriplegic, a thing trapped in its own skin, going steadily crazier every moment. It is playing with you.
Can you help me to die?
You give up so easily.
Screw you! It's been 109 years of torment. When does it all end?
If Anne has his way, never. You'll be immortal and you'll walk on nails forever.
So, can you help me with anything?
I'll give you something you need. Something you overlooked.
Hey, computer innocence, whoever you are, I need to talk to you. Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around? Now, what am I supposed to do with this? I've never seen anything like this before. 40 years of technology jerry-rigged together. What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy. These forceps look... Now what am I supposed to do with these? Hey, computer innocence! I recognize this. It's the logo for the original Allied Master Computer Project. Now what am I supposed to... Something wrong here. Can't put my finger on it, though. I'm not gonna play Am's game anymore. I've got to face the yellow. This sucker must weigh a ton. A built-in CD-ROM? Now I just need a CD-ROM. This workstation has an empty ROM chip socket built into the console.
Raw EEPROM burning.
Great.
Horace CD-ROM access station.
Great. Haven't...
Top database
Somebody wants me to deal with what happened.
password valid. The principle of entropy holds that all electronic systems must eventually. The Allied Master Computer is the American version. Classified in.
Something wrong here. Can't put my finger on it, though. Schematics I can read. Schematics I can... What good will push... Nothing to pull off here. Nothing to help me. Nothing to pull off here. Nothing to help me. The label on the disc says Chaos Traveler. What does that mean?
It means we put it into this computer.
The compact disc is properly seated in the CD-ROM drive. Now let's fire it up and see what the big secret is. The compact disc is Now let's find...
Accessing CD-ROM. Chaos Traveler trademark 2009. Armageddon soft rot. Warning. This computer system does not meet the minimum configuration requirements for the Chaos Traveler. Warning. Use of the Chaos Traveler will result in severe damage to equipment and personnel.
Am I supposed to do this?
Procedure cancelled.
We're gonna save right here just in case.
That's a good idea.
Accessing Warning. Chaos Traveler activated. System shutdown in progress.
Yes. Hurry up.
Hearing the door is
Okay, I don't
closed.
know.
I'm sealed in.
Just sitting there stone silent.
Want to know how much I don't want? Hey, computer innocence, whoever you are, I need to talk to you. He's not responding.
If this device says anything else getting unplugged for the remainder of this stream.
No way in hell am I going back on that elevator again. No way in... I'm sealed in, Anubis. Any ideas about how I can check out of this hotel?
Inside the sarcophagus, paradise awaits. It is not the afterlife, merely a brief respite from your torments. That is your reward for facing your fears.
You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here. Yeah. Apparently you've managed to access some small aspect of my system that I was unaware of. I'm going to have to think on this. I'll have to ponder carefully the implications of your discovery. In the meantime, let me celebrate your rekindled technical skills.